Hey mate, good morning. Just wanted to share a video on some of the stupid things that I've done over the years. I'm sure I've done heaps more than I can't remember. The more I remember, the more I will share. So and obviously not just when I was young either, still do stupid things now. The first thing that I can remember is I thought it would have been a good idea to save some money and buy a heap of Schrader valves from another country where the labour is a lot cheaper, and I could buy a heap of them and make a killing and not buy them from the local supplier. So I did that. They found a supplier online. They sent them over, airbagged them over, bought 500 of them, and they're just the Schrader valves with the 100 mil copper on the end, and I swear the copper was about as thin as paper. I couldn't believe it. And I thought, shoot, I bought 500 of these things. What am I going to do? So I think I tried 6. I think four of them the copper split and leaked, and I said so 494 went to the scrap dealer. So obviously the 4 that caused problems I had to go back and fix, and so that was just a disaster. That was that was a lot of years ago now, but anyway, that was the first disaster. So the next thing I thought, okay, well I'll buy some condenser fan motors. This was a couple of years later. The same sort of thing from a country where the labour is cheap. So I got online, I found a supplier. They sent me an email back and they said, do you want this should have been a trigger, right? Do you want a full winding or a partial winding? And I had no idea what a partial winding is. So I sent them an email back, and the partial winding was just a motor that wasn't so good. So they give you the full winding, which was a decent motor, and a partial winding, which was a crap motor in effect. So I said I wanted the full winding. The difference was only about 10% anyway. It wasn't great. So anyway, I paid for them. I got 50 over, and 50 come over. But what I didn't realise is, never having bought them before, when you get them through, obviously because their motors, they were heavy, they had to come by sea. So I had to then, when they got here to the port, you had to have an organisation which brought them through the port. So that cost me as much as the motors did, and that was a rigmarole. And anyway, so I got them eventually. They were way cheaper than what I would have known from the local supplier, and they turned out alright. They were pretty good, and so that was okay. So then once they were all gone, okay, we'll buy some more. So obviously I knew what I was in for this time, so I bought some more. They arrived, but this time they'd forgotten to drill the holes and put threads in the back for mounting. I emailed them, and they said, oh, we forget. Can you do it this time? Well, that's a friggin' nightmare. So drilling holes and trying to put self-tappers in, that was a nightmare. Hence, they were more trouble than they were worth. Hence, I never did that again. That was just crazy. You learn your lesson. Well, you would have thought I would have learned the lesson the first time. Anyway, so the next thing I wanted to share was, and this was only a couple of years ago, I went out to a Williams freezer, a 2-door Williams freezer, and the controller, which is inbuilt on this freezer, the relay on the controller was buggered, and the compressor was never cutting out. Even on defrost it would stay on. So I made up a 3 relay controller box, which I've made heaps of times. This controller that I used in it heaps of times. I would have used, I don't know, I'm going to say maybe 200 times before, so I knew it very well. So made up the box, 3 30 amp relays inside, looked beautiful, put on top of the box, wired it in, no worries, great job. And about a week later, 10 days later, the customer rings back saying, hey Rob, it's warm. What's going on? And so I raced out there, same day, checked it over. The evaporator was iced up. I thought, oh shit, what's going on here? So I checked it, and for some reason I missed the wire. There's three 240 volt power supplies coming to the back of this controller. One for the controller, one for the compressor relay, and one for the defrost relay. Well, I'd forgotten, missed it, don't know how, the power for the defrost relay. So the heaters were coming on, but no defrost. So anyway, so we've got the steam cleaner out, defrosted the evaporator, sucked up all the water, made a hell of a mess. Was there for about 3 hours, fixing it up, fitted the power supply, got it working. The customer walked past and said, hey bro, what was the problem? And I said, look mate, and this is exactly how I said it, the idiot who wired this up before missed a wire and there was no power for the defrost. I mean, he knew that was me. So so you just gotta take it on the chin. And obviously that was just a loss of 3 hours of service call and a bit of self-pride. But it's way easier to remember the truth than a lie. So and after that, well, before that, I'd had maybe half a dozen calls, and after that, they kept on calling me. So me admitting I was an idiot didn't cause an issue. I think just showed him that I was honest. So the next situation I wanted to share. Oh, that's right. I had a package unit, and I was taking back to a customer. I just replaced the evaporator, and I was taking back to a customer which was 40 minutes away from my workshop. And I sent the Waze, so he knew I was coming. He knew I was in the driveway. Well, I got up his driveway, which was a bit of an angle, and I heard an almighty gas leak in the back of my van. So I jumped out, and had a look, and I'd failed to strap my trolley, my fold-up trolley, and in the van correctly, and the trolley slid down and snapped off a Schrader valve on the thing I just fixed. So we had to go in with me tail between my legs and tell the customer that what had happened. I took him out and showed him. Luckily, he was pretty good about it, and so I went home, come back a couple of days later with it fixed, and and took it back and got him going. But stupid things you do, totally my fault, and it cost me again. And but anyway, so when I think of any other stupid things I've done, I'm going to share them as well, because it's important to show that that it doesn't always go your way, and being a Fridgie, you need a lot of patience. My God. So if you like this video, please like and subscribe, and I will see you on the next one.